What's up, YouTube? Zero here, and welcome to the place where gamers, witches, wizards, and superheroes unite. Today, I'm going to be showing you some Congalala gameplay in Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. As you see the gameplay in the background, I'm going to be going over some background information on the Congalala. I'm going to talk about its location, how to make that retreat rate go up even higher, its weaknesses, and at the end of the video, what I think about the Congalala. I'm also going to talk about the riding actions as well. But before I get into it, I do want to say that if you do enjoy this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more Monster Hunter Stories 2 content. It does really help out me and my channel. Thank you so much in advance for doing so. I actually do a bunch of other video games and mystery box unboxing videos, so check those out as well after this video has completed. Without further ado, let's talk about the Congalala in its pink fur glory. So the Congalala running around the jungle in its pink fur, what it does best, it eats mushrooms, farts, and burps. That's right, the Congalala, you have to fear its farts. In the background, you're going to see the kinship ability. You're going to see the Congalala unleash its foul burst. That's right, I am feeding my Congalala mushrooms. It's eating them all in, and as soon as it eats, it unleashes its gas. Its deadly gas. Get out of its way after it eats mushrooms. It's going to make your eyes water. It's going to make your nose run. You just want to get out of its path when the Congalala is eating mushrooms. That's right, turn the other direction. Go the other way. Do not be in the Congalala's way when it does eat those mushrooms. But it can do a lot of damage to enemies with that kinship ability. So the Congalala, you can see, is a technical type monster. When you're facing it, it's going to use technical type moves. When you have it in your party, it's going to prefer those technical type moves. So if you need a technical type monster, the Congalala may be one to add to your party. When you're facing it though, if you are facing a Congalala, you're going to want to use a power type monster because power counters technical. However, when the Congalala gets enraged, it's going to flip over to those power type moves, so pull out a speed type monster. Now, after its abilities, when you're just riding around on your Congalala for fun, not just having fun saying the name, because Congalala, Conga is a song, which is an absolutely awesome song, and a dance, so Congalala just, and Lala, come on, you gotta dance a little bit. All right, I'm done dancing. All right, maybe a little bit more. Just a little bit. Y'all have seen my videos before and know I love to break out into dance. But anyway, it's riding abilities. One, of course, mushroom search. So it's gonna make you more easily be able to find mushrooms so it can unleash its foul gas on enemies. Watch out for that again. Unleash it on the enemies and make sure you get out of its way, because yeah, you don't want to be anywhere near it when it unleashes its foul gas. So mushroom search is an okay riding ability. It will allow you to farm for mushrooms more easily if you need to farm them. Its second riding ability, however, is a lot better in my opinion. It is Ivy Climb. There are a bunch of Ivy Climb areas within Monster Hunter Stories 2, so having a monster in your party that has Ivy Climb is absolutely awesome. Do you need it? No, because no area for Ivy Climb is required, but it's absolutely awesome to have because you can get chests, you can get a bunch of rare items up those Ivy Climb areas, so it is recommended to have. Not necessary, but definitely recommended. So now that we've talked about the monster search, let's actually get into my handy dandy switch. So I'm going to talk about some of the background information, and you can see the Congalala in the background in all of its pink fur glory. First, I'll read over the basic information and then get into some more of the weaknesses, location, etc. So it's a fanged beast. We talked about it. The pink fur. It's not very rare though. It's only 2 stars. Very easy to find. It's actually in Loloska in the jungle. Every time you go there, it's going to spawn. It's going to be with its congas. Conga. Okay, anyway, it's going to be with its congas. Conga are the lesser form of the Congalala in this game. But let's talk about it. Large, pink-furred fanged beast with an incredible appetite, especially for mushrooms. Remember, get out of its way when it starts eating those mushrooms, which the monster often carries around with them. They let rip the most almighty farts, the stench of which overwhelms opponents. Even the game is telling you, get out of the way when the Congalala eats those mushrooms. Thank God I always keep them in my pocket when I have the Congalala in my party, so it can unleash that foul burst on enemies and keep it away from me, of course. It gets mad sometimes and you just gotta run the other way. That's some South Park humor with the farting and burping of the Congalala. It depends on your humor though. If you enjoy that type of humor, you may love the Congalala. If you do not enjoy that humor, you may bench the Congalala for something else. That's really up to you. However, we know the location of it. I just mentioned that it was in Loloska in the jungle. If you want to increase the retreat rate after using a paintball, because of course the paintball is going to help you increase the retreat rate, you want to break the head with a hammer to boost retreat rate. So after mentioning that, of course, the head is going to be weak to hammer blows. The body is going to be weak to piercing blows, so the bow and arrow. And the tail is going to be weak to slashing blows, so your sword. Again, the head is critical though. If you want to increase the retreat rate, you want to break it with a hammer. Now let's get into more about the Congalala. We already talked about the riding abilities and that it is a technical type monster. It's going to prefer those non-elemental attacks. So when you're figuring out what genes you want to give your Congalala, I recommend giving it non-elemental attacks. That'll be a little bit better for it. And now let's talk about Foul Burst. We've seen it a couple of times. We know what it does. We want to stay out of the way, but let's talk about it. Stink Shrooms, Toadstools, and Beauty Shrooms. Blending these together in the belly brews the smelliest of farts. Get a whiff. Deals damage to all enemies and inflicts 2 status ailments of either poison, paralysis, or sleep. So Foul Burst is a really good kinship. You may not like the humor, but it is a really good kinship. Being able to inflict those statuses is absolutely amazing. Even though this isn't that rare of a monster, it still has a lot of good moves and tricks up its sleeve. So it has 3 confirmed genes. One is the Foul Gas, which it deals light damage to one enemy, like non-elemental damage to one enemy, which has a medium chance to inflict stench. So it has the Foul Gas Small. It also has the Foul Gas Medium gene, which this is Smelly Breath. So again, burping, it deals light non-elemental damage to one enemy again, and it has a medium chance to inflict burn, poison, or paralysis. All 3 of which are fantastic in this game to inflict. Personally, I love inflicting paralysis because the enemy not attacking me is great, but all of those are nice statuses to inflict. And you can see in the background, the Flashy Dasher has 2 statuses inflicted, paralysis and poison, which is awesome. And on the Congalala, another confirmed gene is the healing gene, which is mushroom power and recovers the user's HP completely, so you can utilize that move during the middle of battle to recover your health. So the Congalala is actually a really good monster to have. While it may not be the most powerful or the most rare, being able to inflict statuses can be crucial in this game, especially paralysis when the enemy's not attacking you. And being able to heal yourself as well is also pretty nice. It also has a great ability where you can heal yourself as well, and it has some great climbing abilities or monster riding abilities in the Ivy climb, which is fantastic. So I like using the Congalala. It's not the best technical, but it definitely is worth a spot in your party earlier in the game. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Until next time, peace.